Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Make sure you like and sub up, man. And today we're going to be talking about the total drama, like all the total dramas that they've ever had, even up to the reboot, revival, whatever you want to call it, the winners and the alternate winners, and seeing which one was like better. The alternate winners were always weird to me. Even now to this day being older, like it was like I guess it was like one winner was in Canada and one winner was in the US, and like Canada they showed one to Canada and one. It was weird. I still don't understand it to this day, but it is very interesting to see that one area saw like a new winner and the other one saw another winner. So today we're gonna see were the winners in the U.S. better than the ones that they showed in Canada, or am I tripping? I don't know. First one we got is Owen versus Gwen. This was a pretty like watching back then. I didn't think Owen and Gwen would make it to the finals. That's one thing about Total Drama. They always like maybe I was just stupid. I always didn't know who was gonna make it sometimes. Sometimes they'll eliminate people. When we get to the later seasons, ooh, there's gonna be one where it's like, y'all go see. But for this one, I think Owen was the right choice to win. Y'all let me know down below. I feel like Owen. I liked Owen more than Gwen. Gwen was just a goth girl. Like I think back in the day when this come out, 07, 08. I don't think goth girls were in. I guess, but it's like Owen was just lovable and like I liked his ending better with that. Gwen, she's cool. I'm not saying Gwen's a bad character or nothing like that, but if I had to choose one, I choose Owen because he's lovable. He's just lovable, funny dude who's like chill, and it like I think if he actually lost, well, he did lose an alternate, but that don't matter. Like if he would have actually sat there and cried, I would have actually felt bad. So I feel like Owen was a good pick for that. Y'all let me know down below, was Owen a good pick or was the alternate Gwen better? Next one we got is Duncan versus Beth in Total Drama Action. Now, Total Drama Action was pretty cool too. Wasn't this the season where Gwen started like falling for Duncan, or was that next season? Bro, that's why Gwen shouldn't win the first. Man, anyway, that was tragic. But Duncan obviously gonna win. If you're picking Beth over Duncan, you just might as well retire. Duncan was cool. Beth, she had that little underdog. Hey, I can get it done too. I can't believe she made it to the final two. I'm gonna be real. That was crazy. But versus Duncan, actually, I'm gonna be real. Duncan, but what confused me was Duncan was the alternate. Bro, my entire life, up until like recently, I always thought Duncan was canon. Because that's the one I always remember. I never remember Beth winning. So what do y'all think? Y'all think Duncan was the better choice? For me, the alternate version was better, 100%. I don't even remember Beth winning for real. Am I tripping? But Duncan's the alternate? This is a case where the alternate's better. That's crazy, but the alternate's better. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think the alternate's better or Beth was the right choice? I don't know. Next, we got Heather versus Alejandro. This man, Alejandro, out of these two, this one's kind of tough because it's like Heather was going through her arc of like becoming, I wouldn't say a better person, but I think even LaShonda was on her side, right? And like people are on Heather's side for the first time like since the series came out. So I think she needed to win, but personally, what Alejandro was the alternate, I'd pick Alejandro. The way he won was funny actually because it's like Heather threw it in, but she didn't know that was hers. That was the alternate one. So it was kind of funny. I mean, they both lost either way. Zeke came out of nowhere, which is crazy. Zeke is also a crazy person, but he came out of nowhere and got the money and went into the lava and all that. I do feel bad for Alejandro what happened to him in the end, but he did snake every girl out. Was flirting with every girl. He's a dickhead. So it's like I guess he deserved to lose. I actually go with Heather after that. Yeah, you can't do that, Alejandro, and get away with that, man. I guess Heather had to win. It's no right or wrong answer. Now, next is Lightning versus Cameron. Lightning is the greatest total drama character in the entire planet. This is my god, goat. I'm smiling so hard. And I can't believe Cameron won. Lightning should have won. Lightning was the alternate version, which again, I didn't find out till later. I always pictured in my head, oh, Lightning won. Lightning, I unironically in real life would always quote Lightning. Lightning strikes. Shabam. Shazam. Not Shazam, they would have got sued. But you know what bro, Lightning is hilarious. I don't know what it is, but when Lightning first came out, bro, I was addicted to Lightning. That sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. I would unironically say his quotes in real life. Lightning is the greatest total drama character ever. He deserves to win. That's why it made me so mad next season. I think they eliminated him in the first five. I'm not gonna rant about him. Lightning should have won. Lightning is the winner. Cameron, who? I don't even want to explain that, bro. Lightning is the GOAT. Lightning is the greatest total drama character. I don't care what nobody say at me. We got Mike versus Zoe. Now, Mike was probably one of the most interesting characters ever. Whoever made him up, hats off to you. This dude had like 5, 6 different personalities, and like the whole thing, he was evil Mike, and I think he was Mal, and he went against Zoe. It was actually kind of a cute story, but if I had to pick between each one, I think Mike winning was the alternate version, right? And Zoe winning was the canon version. I'd go with Zoe. She went through all that with trying to get Mike back. Or actually, nah, Mike went through all this to get himself back. I think he should have won. Mike was the alternate. I think the alternate was better, to be real. Because Mike was cool. I don't know. It was a whole lovey-dovey thing with all of that. So it was really basically two good guys fighting it out. So it was like, you really can't, it's a toss-up between the two. If you like Zoe Mo, you'll pick Zoe. If you like Mike or Mal figuring out himself and going through that, then you'll pick Mike. But personally, I'm picking Mike just because of the whole thing he had to go through with all those personalities. Let me know what y'all think. Next up, we got Shawn versus Sky. And I'm going to be real with you. I don't really remember this season at all. I remember watching it, but I really don't remember nothing too much from this season for real. I remember the tall black girl, right? The Australian girl. Shawn is like, this season is drawing a blank in my head for real. And since I don't really do research before I do these videos, I'm just hopping on here with what I got in my brain. So, Shawn and Sky, I guess that's a toss-up. Shawn was cool. I did see a clip of the ending, like when I was going through this to get these clips. Shawn's cool. Based off that little thing that I saw about Shawn, Shawn's cool. I guess Shawn could have won. Shawn was the original ending. Shawn better have been the alternate. I guess Shawn, like I said, I don't really remember nothing from this season. Do y'all? Like, let me know. Make sure you like and sub up as well. But like, I remember the dude with purple hair that was evil. I do remember him. He was pretty entertaining. I do remember liking him. But other than that, I don't really remember much from the season. And now I guess that says a lot about this season more than me. I'm gonna be honest. And I believe that does it for the alternate endings. Well, we got the Redunculous Ways, but I don't think I think everything after Pikachu Island isn't like, alternate. I mean, what was it? Jeff and his friend won the Redunculous Ways. The Police Cadets didn't win in an alternate. I know they didn't have an alternate because I vividly remember Jeff. Was there an alternate in the Redunculous? No, I was. I think Pikachu Island was the last time they had like an alternate ending. I think everything else after that was an alternate. Because like Jeff and his friend, the Surfer people, they won. I don't think they had an alternate ending with the police one. If they did, my fault. Like I said, I just come on here, like everybody's going to like my style of video. I pretty much just come on here talking, about this. If you like this style of video and you made it this far, make sure you like and sub up. Because I just be talking for real. But Reboot, Reboot, you can call it a reboot. I guess the reboot, the first season, Priya, she should have won low key. Bowie, I'm not even about to talk about him, bro. But Priya, she should have won. Wasn't she like her parents trained her for total drama? Yeah, she definitely should have won. That's not an alternating. That's actually she won, and I'm okay with that. And then I'm not gonna lie, Reboot, the second one, Wayne and his brother that was Zesty, like Wayne, they were funny. Even after he found out he was Zesty, they were funny. Like they were a funny duo. So I'm glad Wayne won. I wish they both would have won, but that wouldn't have made sense because two people can't win. But it was always funny how they got eliminated together, except for that other time. But they got eliminated together the first time. I thought that was funny because it was like they kind of go with each other. Not like that because they're bros. But that's going to do it for the total drama, stuff. If you want me to do, if you check out my channel, I do other cartoons as well. I'm kind of starting off doing like other cartoons now. So if you want me to do other type of videos or you want to like and sub up with notifications on so you be prepared for the next one. It most likely won't be a total drama one.